Good evening, lovers and inspirers. Good evening. Perfect. Welcome this evening. Oh, it's such a good day today. Okay. I hope everyone's had a good day. So my job, I have a couple jobs actually here, so you're going to be seeing my face. So get used to me for a while. So I'm going to first start with greeting you all. Thank you all for coming tonight. We're about to have an amazing service. And I just want to start by greeting the leaders. You know, I've been wanting to be way more intentional with my greetings of the leaders lately. So as I do this, I'm not going to rush through this. I'm going to take my time and do it properly. So I first want to greet the leaders I see in the room. I want to greet Pastor Anais. I want to greet Pastor Nyeka. I want to greet Pastor Stephen. I want to greet Pastor James. I want to greet our leaders that will be joining us and watching online. Currently, we have the leader of the Inspire family, Pastor Kevin. I want to greet Pastor Mariam, the leader of the Love House and my leader. Then, of course, I just want to greet our senior leadership who will be tuning in and support tonight. Our assistant senior pastor, Pastor Obi, and our senior pastor, Pastor Sam. And then, of course, I know it's a lot, but just bear with me. And of course, our assistant global head of strategy, Pastor Lucy, the mother of the house. And finally, but not last but not least, I want to greet our father, the one that's made this all happen, Pastor Toby. Amazing. So I want to first start with where we originate from. We are Lovers and Inspirers, and we are a newly emerged community unit from SPAC Nation, led by Pastor Toby. There are a few community units, but I'm not going to mention their names because they don't deserve the clout on this platform right now. But you can definitely see them on Sunday, okay, when we join every week with SPAC Nation Truth. Okay. Now, in case of an emergency, I just want to mention that the fire exit is just right behind you where you came in through. And then, of course, just to stay connected with everything we do at Lovers and Inspirers, I would love for our WhatsApp group to be online, our QR code. But if it doesn't come up anyway, please do meet a leader if you're new today. Amazing, it's up here. So if you do want to just stay connected with everything we are doing, make sure to join our LNI community group chat. And then, of course, there's always something exciting happening with Lovers and Inspirers. Honestly, we do not stop. So on Friday, we have the Black Label event happening. And it's not just a Black Label event, it is in partnership with BAPE. We're going to see so many amazing, and it's up here already. We're going to hear from so many speakers, some that are in the nation, such as ME, that is Pastor Michael, and Pastor Casey Bishop as well. Amazing. So now that I've finished with the introductions, I've been asked to give a word charge. So I think that's why I started so solemn. Usually I'm a bit more jumpy, energetic. I want everyone on their feet. But it's been a good time, I would say. We've been having our 90-day success fast. And I think we believe we're on day 57 now. And it's been an amazing 57 days with our leader, Pastor Toby, coming on every day to speak to us. And I think everyone's had their own personal journey with this 90 days. I know I have. And I'm just going to speak about what this last month has actually brought along. I've been able to, this was my first day at law school, so thank you. So I'm officially enrolled now. As I told my house, please withhold all your cases until September 2026 when I'll be done. But it's been a good month. So I've enrolled into law school, and I'll be taking on that journey. And that was based off an instruction I was given by my leader, Pastor Mariam, that I mentioned. We've been gifting Pastor Toby in this last 30 days as well, if those who've been joining the Success Fast. And the gifting has been so special. He mentioned it little by little, what it does and how he's been appreciative of it. And being part of that, being able to contribute to that, being able to be, I like to call myself the deliverer of the gifts. Being able to drop them off has been such an honor as well. And then also this month, we launched a property business as well this month, and we're already on, well, the diary's booked, let me just say. And my leader, and as I was going through these things, and my leader was reminding me of these things, she described it as a good month for me. And we're all followers, those, let me say, in the front row, but those as well who are new, you will understand what I'm saying as well. That, like our leader, Pastor James, likes to mention leadership and mentorship. It's a very important thing in this house. It's a very, it's something that is so important, and so it's like a stable part of the nation, stable part of what we do. And it's just through that leadership and just through that followership that I've been able to achieve all these things in this last month. And as I said, she described it as a good month, but for me, especially in this 90 days, I've been able to, I described it as dross. Some of you, I'm not speaking to new souls at this point because you won't necessarily understand what I'm saying. But it's almost like the things that you think that you got rid of maybe a week, months ago, or that you've grown and you've become this person. I started to realize there are things that are in me that needed to, can we just reduce the piano a little bit, sorry. There's just some things that are in me that needed to come out and needed to be corrected and be exposed in front of leadership so that I'll be able to be a better person. I think being able to refocus and realign in this 90 days has helped me so much, because being great isn't easy. Deciding to be successful, we call this a success fast, and it really depends on how you describe what success is. For me, it's not having, of course, as great as it is, and as we will have millions in the bank and everything, but it's not the amount of money that I have, but it's the fact that I'm able to be in purpose and followership and be able to become the leader I'm meant to be. And the things, I don't even know what that shape looks like, but I'm able to walk on a path that's been set out for me, and be able to follow those instructions, be able to do those things that has allowed me to be able to achieve these things and be in such, and quote unquote, a good month. And I want to go to my first scripture, Pastor Precious.
2 Kings chapter 2 from verse 9 in the NIV. When they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit," Elisha said. "You have asked a difficult thing," Elijah said. "Yet, if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not."
And I just want to hone in on that scripture where Elisha asked his leader asked him, "What do you want from me?" And he says he wants a double portion of his spirit. And Pastor Precious, if you could just reread what the response was to be able to receive this.
"Yet, if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not."
And then read that in the Message version as well.
The Message. "That's a hard one," said Elijah. "But if you're watching when I'm taken from you, you'll get what you've asked for, but only if you're watching."
And exactly, it was just a plain instruction of, if you want this, all you have to do is watch me. All you have to do is see. And he says in that Message version that he repeats again in the last line. Just read it again. I don't know if it's up. It's not up.
"But if you're watching when I'm taken from you, you'll get what you've asked for, but only if you're watching."
But only if you're watching. Only if you can heed the instruction. Only if you can do as I say, as plainly as it is, that you'll be able to get exactly what you want. So it's like we come into this work, we're all here today. There may be something in our hearts, something that we're looking to get, or something that we are looking to have. But it doesn't just come because you're sitting here and you're looking pretty and, I'm in the Word. It comes by following the instruction that's been set out and following it diligently. And then it's like, even in that scripture, and I love reading that story, because as you go up to, I think it's verse 3, as Elisha was following Elijah, there was people coming up to him and saying, do you know your leader's going to die today? But go on, Pastor Precious.
From verse 3. The company of the prophets at Bethel came out to Elisha and asked, do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today? Yes, I know, Elisha replied. So be quiet.
And I want to, that scene happened 3 times before his leader was taken. And I want to say, because those things are distractions. You know, before you hear the instruction, before he heard the instruction, there was 3 moments where he couldn't have just been filled with emotion, because that conversation is, do you know your leader's going to die? Why? You could cry. Like, you're reminding me of the sadness. But Elisha was able to identify the distraction that he needed to be focused in that time. He needed to be focused in that time so he'll be able to hear what is needed to take him to, I don't even want to say the next level, but just so he can keep going. Just so he will know what to do when it looks like you don't know what to do. And that's how I've even felt, and that in this 90 days, that it was still within it. But there was a point where I was just like, oh God, we're just going on going, but I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know where I'm going. But then I remembered, why am I even trying to stress myself and figure it out by myself? Like, this is not what my life is for. It's simply for me to realign with leadership, have a conversation, which is what I had. And just based on in that conversation, in that week, all those wins were able to happen. And I think my charge is just to remind and make us all realign with leadership and mentorship, even though I have I have wanted us to reduce saying that word, but just to realign with those things, because it's simply what will keep us in this journey. And for those who don't even know what I'm talking about with leadership and mentorship, as you see the leaders here, just have a conversation. It's not about having someone that, you know, it's not about that you can't lead your own life, but if you think you can, good. But it's just about having someone to speak to about certain things, having someone to help you refocus, help you know what's next in your life, in others, and so forth. But yes, that's all from me today. Thank you all.
Hello, lovers and aspirers. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to speak to you today about my thought process over these past couple of weeks, especially with going on with the 90 days. So I was with Pastor Alex and Pastor Onyeka yesterday. He's recording me. And we was just talking about our history, like the journey that we've been on so far. And when I was actually thinking about it, the things that we was doing at the age of 21, 22 should have been impossible, to be honest. Like when Pastor Alice was telling me about the times at Gold Tower, when we think about the times at Brixton. Remember, we was going to college. That's where we met our leader, Pastor James. And I'll never forget the time. I'll probably hold on that part the most, is that we was 22 going to college, and we was told to go lead Brixton. We didn't go with any elder or anybody. It was just us, 21, 22, going to a place where, at that time, nobody wanted to go to. So we started off going there. It was about 1 or 2 people. Like, say at the start you were trying to invite people, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm doing a fellowship. Do you want to come? They'll be like, yeah, I'm excited. Where is it? You say, oh, it's Summerley in the state. Nobody would want to come. So it was like we was in a ground where it was so difficult, but there's one thing that I can say that made us get to having 100 people in Brixton was the unity amongst us, the unity and faith. And that's just something that I was dwelling upon, that it's the power of unity that can make you do anything. It's the power of unity that can bring you guys, can bring an Inspire family and become a multi-million-pound company. It's the power of unity that it doesn't matter even if you were suffering in the day, if you have a brother and sister, you will feel joy. The sacrifices that we make on a day-to-day basis is not easy, but it's the unity. It's the unity that I can say in my house that we can say, okay, Johari wants to become something. He wants to do a new accreditation. But we can say, okay, we can do this together. We can put money in together so you can achieve your goals. Doing this on your own in the world is very, very hard. The day-to-day battles that we go through, the day-to-day battles between the soul and the mind, is not easy. It's very, very hard, but unity can change everything. Unity's definitely changed my life, especially within the black community. We know that growing up, I can talk about my family. I'm the youngest out of 7. I don't even speak to my brothers. It can go a whole year, 2 years. I won't speak to them once. Maybe a happy birthday message. Maybe 1 year they'll forget my birthday. I'll forget theirs. Like, what I'm trying to say by that is that we didn't grow up understanding the importance of being together. And I feel like this house is what's taught me that. It's taught me that it doesn't matter how impossible something may seem. As long as you're unified with your brother and sister, it is achievable. So I want to get into my first scripture, but we're not going to talk about it just yet, because even though I'm talking about the power of unity, there is obviously something that's opposing unity all the time. Every single day you're going throughout the world, there is definitely tricks and schemes that we've all faced in different shapes and sizes, different human beings. It can be the things that you're seeing on TV. One day you can be so focused on the mission and you just see something and it can deter your whole mind. Whether that's the mission that we're talking about, the vision of the nation, which is taking young people out of low social, economic, and leadership backgrounds and lifting them up. But it can just be a person that's just trying to get a new job, a person that just wants to bring their family closer together. There's so many different things that can deter somebody from seeing the mission, that can dwindle somebody's faith. But I want to read this first scripture, please.
Ephesians 6 from verse 16 in the NIV. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one.
Yeah. So when it's talking about the flaming arrows, these are flaming arrows that hit the mind. These are things that you can be so on fire one day, and it happens to the best of us. You can be so on fire one day, and then you have one conversation with the wrong person, or your family member comes and speaks to you about something that deters you. But one thing I can say is that even though it talks about the shield of faith, even though one day your faith may dwindle, if you're unified with your brother and sister, they can share their shield with you whilst your shield is down. That's the whole point of unity. That even though one day I might fall low, I can speak to a Pez, I can speak to a Pastor Onyeka, and it can boost up my faith. But if I'm disunified, if I'm just by myself in the world, I can go through things and I'll be in a rut for many, many weeks. And that just slows down your whole process of becoming who you're meant to become in this world. So that's all I want to really, I'm not done, but this is what all I really want to say about the power of unity. It's the power of unity that can bring a Carlos and a Muhammad, and they feel like that at home straight away. These are the things that are called for us to become. Where I can see a Johari coming, I can see a Keith at the back, where he comes to a merge service and he's saying that, you know what, it actually makes sense me being here. It makes sense him being here because he understands that you can't do, as much as you want to do things on your own, you can't. And I'm telling you, I'm somebody that's stubborn. Those that know me, I'm a stubborn guy. I will always try to do something by myself. All the time from a young age, I thought, you know what, I can do this. I've got the hard work ethic. I feel like I've got the skill, I've got the talent. But it's never enough. Because as much as you feel like you have those skills and those talents, there's 100 million things going against you on a day-to-day basis. But the thing that beats everything is the power of unity. So yeah, thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. We're just going to go into a time of worship. If you know the songs, please join in with us.
Please all rise to your feet.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance. from my enemies till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child. You unravel me.
You unravel me
With a melody.
with a melody.
You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemy. Till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. For I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through. My fears are drowned. You rescued me. You rescued me so I could stand and say, I am a child of God. You split the sea. My fears are drowned. Perfect love. You rescued me. Stand and say, I am a child of God.
Lovers and aspirers are in the room tonight. No, you can do better than that, though. You can do better than that. Lovers and aspirers are in the room tonight. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Good evenings, you may take your seat. Good evening, everybody. I know that the greetings have been done, but permit me tonight to do the greetings again. Of course, I greet every single leader that's in here tonight, but most especially, I want to greet my leader, Apostle Joanna, that's in here as well tonight. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. That's right. That's right. But let me greet all the leaders that's watching online. I greet my leader, Pastor Kevin, that's watching online. Of course, thank you. I greet Pastor Mariam that's watching online, my leader. I greet the assistant senior pastor, Pastor Obi. I greet the senior pastor, Pastor Sam. And of course, the assistant head of global strategy assistant head of global strategy, Pastor Lucia, my mother. Of course, the head of global strategy, PT, and our father, a pioneer, my father. But permit me tonight to get straight into it. And simply tonight, I actually want to speak from the place of my heart. And the reason why I want to speak from the place of my heart, because currently right now we're in the 90-day fast. For those of you that don't know what this 90-day fast is actually a fast of success. a fast for success in terms of how we can actually go from where we were once upon a time and actually take us to another stage of our lives. For me, this fast, I've just been meditating, I've been looking at my life, and I've been asking myself questions. I've been asking myself questions in terms of, James, what does the word actually want from you? What is it that the word is actually looking for from you? What is it that you're looking for? What is it what is the intentions that what are you intentionally doing with the 90-day fast for you to actually better your life, my life? And tonight, I actually want to start off with some of my thoughts. I didn't know when I came into the nation what the word or what I was actually searching for at that time was a conversation on how to become great. I didn't know what I was searching for when I came across this nation was a conversation in terms of how I can take my city. I didn't know that's what I was searching for at the time when I came into the nation. But what I found when I came into the nation was a word. And this word, when I found it, it said, follow me and it will make me. I didn't know what it meant for me to be made. I didn't know what it meant for me to actually enter into a conversation. But what happens is that I found the word. I found leadership. But continuously, when you enter into a nation, when you enter into a movement, what tends to happen is that there's a struggle that happens within one's life. And the struggle that actually takes place within your life is the struggle of who you are currently right now and who the word actually wants you to be, in terms of who your future actually wants you to be. That is the struggle that takes place within a man's life. Sometimes this struggle can look very hard. Sometimes the struggle can look very deep. You may not know what the struggle can actually come out, what can come out from the struggle, but I kid you not, what comes out from the struggle is a better outcome. In scriptures, the first person that came to mind was Job. Now, Job was a man that was actually one who considered as God's servant. Job was righteous within God's eyes. But what happened to Job's life is that at a point, Satan, the devil, actually went to God and actually asked God, and then the devil asked God, "Have you actually?" God said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job?" Simply, what scriptures begin to speak about that, or what happens in that time of scriptures, is that what happened is that in that time of the scripture, Job was actually a man that had everything that one wanted. Job was a man that had everything that one person wanted, in terms of he had a family, he had cattle, meaning that he had money at that time, because cattle at that time was simply his source of income. Cattle meaning he had things that he was looking after. But then what happened is that when Satan came and spoke to God, when the conversation happened, is that Job actually lost everything. But when Job lost everything, continuously, what happened is that Satan kept on trying to push Job, for Job to actually turn against God. Satan tried to push Job for him to turn against God. But simply, that's what I'm speaking about tonight. I don't want to actually home in on the fact of turning against, because what happened in a man's life is actually your consideration about your faith. And tonight, what I want to speak about is faith, the contention that takes place within a man's life. Because this contention that takes place in a man's life is what actually makes you. Because I didn't know when I came into the nation, when I came across this family, what I was contending for was actually for me to become a better version of me. I didn't know that was the first struggle that I would face is the struggle of who I was back then. I didn't know that's the first fight that I was faced. I didn't know that was the first temptation that I would actually have to go over, who I was back then, who society once knew me as. I didn't know that was the first hurdle that I had to face. But then what happened is that when I came across this word, the word actually began to actually show me who I can be. Possibility. What I found. I found possibility. And in finding possibility, what happened is that I began to locate who I need to be. Within the circumference of the word, I found out who I can become. A mobilizer. A man that can actually gather people, hundreds of people, and I can speak to people. All my life, I knew I was called to be great. All my life, I knew I was called to be a leader, but I didn't know how to enter into the conversation of leadership. I didn't know how to enter into the conversation of taking a city, taking your nation, taking a community. I didn't know how to enter this conversation. But when I found the family, when I found the nation, when I found leadership, when I found mentorship, that's what I was actually exposed to. It showed me how to actually go from where I was and actually become a man that can take his whole community. How I can become a person, a man that can actually take his whole community. So tonight, that's what I'm actually speaking about. Please take me to my first scripture.
Romans 4 from verse 3 in the NIV. What does scripture say? Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness.
Said Abraham believed God, and it was credited him as righteousness. It's within my belief of the word is what credits me for me to become righteous. It's within my belief of leadership and believing in the words that leadership has to say over my life is what accredits me for me to become a man that can actually speak to you. It's not my flaws, because if I was to look at my flaws, I'm actually not qualified to actually do what I'm doing. Simply, I'm not qualified, but what makes me qualified is the fact that I can listen and I actually can believe within what the word is saying. Continuously listening to what the word has to say over my life is what actually qualifies a man. But many a times what happens is that people don't want to believe. People don't want to place faith. People don't want to place belief in somebody else. Because what happens at times, it looks very difficult to believe. It looks very difficult to place your life within somebody else's hands. Because imagine you've met somebody for the first time. And imagine this person is saying to you, follow me and I'll make you. Because I kid you not, that's what happened to me in 2017. When I came across the family, the first thing that was said to me, follow me and I'll make you. I didn't know what it meant to be a follower. I didn't know what it meant to be to become made. But it was within my followership is what allowed me to become made. So tonight, there are many people that want to become made in our current society. There are many people that want to become leaders. There are many people that want to become great. One will begin to ask Pastor James, what does it mean to become great? Taking your city is what means for you to become great. The fact that your whole city, the whole community can know about you is what it means for you to become. What it means for you to become great. The fact that everybody can know about you, the fact that a community can know about what you're doing, the fact that everyone within a borough can know that a Lovers and Inspirers is gathering is what it means. The fact that on a Sunday, the whole nation knows that a SPAC Nation is gathering on a Sunday is what it means for us to become great. But that didn't happen overnight. The way that happened is for us to believe. Please give me the definition of believe.
Belief definition: a state or habit of mind in which trust or confidence is placed in some person or thing.
It says a state or habit or mind in which, please read it again.
A state or habit of mind in which trust or confidence is placed in some person or thing.
It says a state or habit or mind in which trust or confidence is placed. I didn't know that me believing within my leader, me believing within the word is what actually makes me to become made. I didn't know is the fact that I can believe, the fact that I can place faith within a man, the fact that I can place faith or place trust within a man is what makes me. It's the fact that it's not the people that I surrounded myself with. Because at that time, I kid you not, for Pastor Ray, Pastor Ray was speaking earlier on and he said it was actually college, that's where they found me. Meaning that it was at that time Pastor Toby sent a few of the leaders back to school. And Pastor Ray can testify, at that time in college, I was the man. Meaning that I had friends, I had people, I had everything that one could actually want at that time. But that wasn't what made me. What made me is the fact that I can actually sit down under the word continuously on a Tuesday at that time within Brixton Post. I can sit down and listen to a Pastor Alex preach. I can sit down on Thursday and listen to a Pastor Toby preach. I can sit down on Sunday and listen to a PT preach. Every single week in, week out, I can sit down and listen. It's through me sitting down and listening is what made me made. So for many people within this current time right now, and they're asking themselves, how can they become made? The way for you to become made is for you to actually attach yourself to somebody that is already made. What does it mean for you to attach yourself to somebody that's already made? The leaders at the front, the people that you see every single Sunday, the leaders that you see every single Sunday and a Thursday, a Pastor Onyeka, attaching to a Pastor Onyeka, attaching to a Pastor Stephen. Keith, are you listening? It's a Pastor Stephen that's going to allow you to be the person that you want to be. It's not the fact that it's not your own intellect, it's not your own knowledge, it's attaching to leadership. What made me stand here right now is the fact that I can believe. In you believing. In scriptures will go on to speak about, as I begin to round up, scriptures will go on to speak about how the people, men that became made In Hebrews, it begins to speak about the men that became made through their faith. That's what allowed them to become made. Please, if you can go to that last scripture, please, Hebrews. I know I didn't give the scripture to you. But it's the men. By attaching to the people, the leaders here right now is what will allow you to become the person that you want to be. Many of us want to go out to become many things within life. But the only way for you to become that person that you're searching for is by you to actually attach yourself to people or a leader that's been made, a leader that's already doing what you want to do. I didn't know that leading a community or becoming a leader of a community, what I needed to do is for me to attach myself to a leader that's already made. You got it?
Hebrews 11 from verse 32 in the NIV. And what more shall I say? I do not have time to tell about Gideon, Barak, Samson, and Jephthah.
Simply, all scriptures right now is speaking about is these are the people that became made because they believed. Go on.
About David and Samuel and the prophets, who through faith conquered kingdoms, administered justice, and gained what was promised. Who shut
through faith they conquered what? Through faith they conquered what?
Conquered kingdoms.
Through faith they conquered what? That's right. Go on.
Administered justice and gained what was promised. Who shut the mouths of lions.
It says they shut the mouths of lions because of their faith. It's not because of your own intellect that will shut the mouths of lions. It's the fact that you can believe, the fact that you can have faith and you can place faith within somebody else. The fact that you can place faith within somebody that you may not know, you may have just come across for the first time, but you can place faith within that person is what can make you conquer the mouths of lions. So tonight, what are we doing every single time that we gather on a Monday? The fact that every time we gather on a Monday, what we gain, we're gaining more faith. We're gaining more belief to go out and do. But the only way for you to gain this belief, the only way for you to get strengthened within your belief is by you attaching yourself to somebody that's already been made. By you attaching yourself to a leader. By you attaching yourself to a made person. People that are made. Leaders that are made. So tonight, simply what we're going to do is we're going to enter into another time of worship. And then from there on, the word is going to come forth. And when the word comes forth, all I want you to do is actually have an open heart. And then you having an open heart, what's going to happen is that this word that's going to come forth tonight, it's going to take you from where you are right now. It's going to propel you to the next phase of your life. But you must have an open heart. You must believe. Thank you.
Can we rise to our feet, please? We're just going to get into a brief time of worship again before the word, so you can use this opportunity to reflect and join in. This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. Oh, this is the daily bread. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Your very word, your very word, spoken to me, yeah. And I'm desperate for you.
I'm desperate for you.
I'm lost without you.
I'm lost without you.
I'm lost
I'm desperate for you. I'm desperate for you. And I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. And I'm so desperate for you. And I'm desperate for you. And
I need the whole of the Lovers and Inspirers to sing tonight. Week 3 of our strategy.
I'm lost without you.
I need you to sing from the top of your lungs.
I'm lost without you.
That's right.
I'm so desperate for you. I'm desperate for you.
Lovers and Inspirers, I can't hear you. I need you to worship tonight. 57 days of word from PT. There's a level of faith that has been given to us in order to accomplish what we need to accomplish for this season. So I need the Lovers and Inspirers tonight to worship. I don't need you to look at your neighbor. I need you to look at yourself, worship, and die. That's right. One more time. One more time, Lovers and Inspirers. Worship tonight. I need you to remind yourself that we were made from the word. It was nights like this that we was made from. It was nights like this, just word and worship, word and worship. So don't hesitate to worship tonight. Don't hesitate to worship. One more time. That's right. Lovers and Inspirers, am I going to encourage you to really is that all you got? Is that it? Is this it? I want you to make noise for the word. I want you to make noise for 57 days of word from PT. I just want you to rejoice for 30 seconds. Just rejoice. Rejoice for the level of finances that you're about to enter. Rejoice for the level of triumph that you're about to enter in this season. Lovers and Inspirers, are you in the building? I don't want to wake you up. I want you to wake the atmosphere up tonight. I want you to go to 3 people and tell them, this is our city, this is our city. Just go to 3 people and say, this is our city. This is our city. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? You're not acting like you can believe that this is our city. We are still carrying over the fire from our Sunday service into our community unit. Lovers and inspirers, are you in the building? Take your seats. Okay. I want you first to give a round of applause to all the preachers tonight. Pastor Goodness, you can preach. You can preach. I was listening and you were saying only if you're watching you will be able to get what you want. And I think the reference that you was using, Elisha and Elijah, was very, very powerful. Yeah? Maybe not Elijah, but that's what you said anyway. Can you make some noise for Pastor Ray? It is a complete joy to see someone like Pastor Ray just preaching, you know, because it's so normal to you. You're a preacher, for real. You were saying, take up the shield of faith. And it's as if to say, you got a glimpse from my notes. So I want to appreciate you tonight. Let me appreciate Pastor James, the leader. Pastor James, the leader of the Lovers and Inspirers. And you said what makes you qualified is that you can listen, and listening leads to believing. On that note, allow me to appreciate the 57 days of word from Pastor Toby. There's 33 days left before the transformation and the transfusion of word is complete. And then after that 90 days, those that believe will enter into a mode that they didn't expect. They will start making a level of finances that they didn't accept. Do you believe it, lovers and inspirers? I want to appreciate and welcome our leader, Pastor Mariam, in the building. Yes. I thought you would appreciate. Thank you. It is important that we honor our leaders, right? Is that not right, lovers and inspirers? It's important that we honor our leaders because that's what we've been taught. Are you ready for the word tonight? The pre-word, Pastor Sam is going to be on shortly, and we'll all lock into what he will be saying tonight. I think the preachers have set the foundation. So let me speak to people who do believe that they will become something from the standpoint of the word. I want to speak to a person that they believe that they are truly a conqueror. You believe that the word was definitely destined for you. And let me tell you something. As we, the preachers, and Pastor Toby continuously speak, what we are doing, we are shaping and framing a certain type of future for generations to live in. Do you believe that tonight? Are you sure you believe it? Let me first start off with Hebrews 11. And I want you to say it in the TPT version because I've not said this version before. Go on.
From verse 1 in the TPT.
Yeah.
Now, faith brings our hopes into reality and becomes the foundation needed to acquire the things we long for.
The first thing that I want to do is show you and bring your attention to the scripture that says, now faith brings. Can someone say faith brings? In other words, if I have faith, yes, if I have faith, then whatever is waiting for me, it is going to be brought to me because I have faith. Are you hearing me? So if there's anything that I want in these 90 days, I would want faith because I know it brings. Are you listening to me? If I want finances, if I want prosperity, if I want power, are you hearing me? What do I need? I need faith because I know it will bring. Continue.
It is all the evidence required
It says, now faith brings our reality. Let me tell you something. Most people are still sleeping. The reason why they cannot dream big, or the reason why they cannot bring their dreams into reality, is because they're sleeping. But you see, when you're sleeping, you can't bring whatever you think you want. Are you hearing me? So what I want tonight is, when the word comes out, I want you to start to wake up to the reality of faith. Are you hearing me? Because as you start to listen to the reality of faith, you're bringing yourself into an environment. Yourself into an environment. So all what I didn't know is that I needed faith. When I came into the Nation family in 2016, listened to the word over and over again, at first I didn't think it was doing anything. Are you hearing me? No, but there will be a day that I will hear the word, and let me tell you something, everything that I've ever dreamed of, I'll start to bring it close to me. Are you guys listening to what I'm saying to you? I wrote down, I was thinking about Malachi. I said, you know what? If Malachi is going to be one of the richest young people that the city has ever seen, you're going to have faith. Are you hearing me? You're going to have to rely on faith, because what faith brings, tell your neighbor, faith brings. If I'm looking for wealth, the wealth of this generation, what do I need? Faith. Why? Because faith brings. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? I already know the shape of an Andre if he has faith. I know the shape of a Malachi if he has faith. Are you hearing me? If he sits down and understands the word, I already understand how you will make millions. We build companies from just listening to ourselves like this, Pastor Faye. If you remind yourself, those of you that were here in Eastside, Pastor Debo, you was there. What was we doing that was different? We were just speaking. Are you hearing me? But no, let me tell you something. When you're speaking to someone, let me tell you, if belief is attached to your speaking, then guess what? You start to produce something called faith. So when we were sitting down, listening to each other, preaching to each other, what we was birthing was faith. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Then we started to enter into certain opportunities. I'm thinking in these 90 days, what is the most thing that I need as a soldier? What is the number one thing I need in order for me to access the next level? What is the one thing that I need? Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? I need faith. Someone say, I need faith. Someone say, I need faith, and I need it now. I need it now, because if I'm looking for certain things, it is saying that the reason why this thing hasn't come to you yet is because when the word comes around, it has not located faith inside of you, so it cannot give it to you. Are you hearing me? Someone say, I need faith. Read the scripture for me.
Now, faith brings our hopes into reality and becomes the foundation needed to acquire the things we long for. It is all the evidence required to prove what is still unseen.
So, I was reading scripture yesterday. I started speaking in the Truth Church. And I was saying things like, because it is not all the time that you speak about things that you don't need to speak about. There's a certain season that all the soldiers need to understand and know is faith. Are you hearing me? The targets that are coming out from our leader, this is the time where we need to access faith like never before, because I'm going to show you something in scripture in a second. I need you to go to Matthew 14:27. Let's go.
In the TPT.
Yes.
Then Yehoshua said, be brave and don't be afraid. I am here.
Go on.
Peter shouted out, Lord, if it's really you, then have me join you on the water.
You see, when we normally read this scripture, we read it to focus on when Peter was walking on water. We focus more on the waves rather than the fact that he walked on water. Are you hearing me? So when Pastor James, you said that the reason, what makes you qualified is that you was able to listen. What made Peter walk on water is what God said to him, come. Are you guys hearing me? Before we get to the waves, let's focus on what made him walk on water. I want you to understand that where Peter was resided in a boat is his place of familiarity. It is his place of comfort. Are you hearing me? Remember, where did Christ meet Peter in the first place? He met him on the boat. Are you hearing me? There's a journey that Peter has not yet seen before. He's not yet seen anybody treading on water. In other words, when you ask for faith, you're asking to actually step into the supernatural, because you've seen everything to see in reality, in this dream, by the way. Are you hearing me? It is his place of comfortability. Are you hearing me? So what does he say when he sees Christ? Go on.
Come and join me, Yahushua replied.
Listen. God is looking for people that he can say to you, come and join me. Are you hearing me? Listen, so I understand that the more I read scripture, the more I understand my leader. Your leader is not meant to bring you into a place of comfortability. They're not trained for that. They weren't born for that. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? The word that our leader, Pastor Toby, preaches to us is to constantly step into the supernatural. Where is the first time that you heard about millions being made? In the nation, right? Because to our culture, to where we're from, millions was not something that you could reach unless you done something bad. Are you guys listening to me? So faith is no longer for the person that thinks they can stay on the boat. Faith is for the person that is daring to come and join. Are you hearing me? Something supernatural happening. So when I'm looking at my leader, I'm seeing Pastor Toby doing supernatural things. The moment that he's speaking the word, guess what he's saying? He's saying, come and join me. Are you hearing me? You want to access a certain level of finances. But let me tell you, what you're not listening to is the fact that he's saying, come and join me. Stop focusing on the waves. There are some of us that have got targets for the first time. Are you hearing me? Let me tell you what you need to do. Focus on the word. Are you guys with me? I need you to respond to me. Focus on the word. Tell your neighbor, focus on the word. Why? Because a leader, if he's trying to take you somewhere, he's going to tell you to come and join him. Are you hearing me? Stop focusing on the ways, Pastor James. If you're going to reach your target, it is going to be by the fixation of the word. Are you hearing me? Forget about what's happening to the left of you. Pastor Toby said in the morning, Pastor Christian, he said that right now there's nothing going on. You see, to us and for our targets, there's nothing going on, Pastor Anais. Are you hearing me? I am constantly in the mode of production. Are you hearing me? I'm in my mode of faith. Nobody can move me from this mode. Are you hearing me? I'm receiving a target that's going to make me step into the supernatural. Are you hearing me? So if you think I've gone quiet, no, I'm not quiet. I'm just preparing. Are you hearing me? I'm preparing and I'm listening to the word. So I'm not quiet. I'm getting ready. Are you guys hearing me? Targets are coming out like never before. Let me tell you something. Targets are not supposed to make you feel comfortable, Pastor Phaedra. If you're going to step into the supernatural, it's going to be target-based. Christ says to Peter, I met you on this boat. You cannot stay on this boat because this is where I met you. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? There are some of us that we're continuously stuck to the place the word met you. Are you hearing me? No. What you're supposed to do, the next time the word comes and sees you, Pastor Ruth, it says to you, come and step into the supernatural because you've stayed too long here. Are you hearing me? You've stayed too long in this position. You've stayed too long in this mode. Are you hearing me? So the only thing that I need at this very moment is I need the word. I need to hear the word in another level, because if I'm going to do anything supernatural in the next season, it's going to be by faith. Someone say by faith. You read it tonight. You said, by faith, they conquered kingdoms. Are you hearing me? But let me tell you something. If it's conquering kingdoms, it means that they couldn't have been in the same place. Are you hearing me? Amelia, I love what you're doing in STEM. Do you know why I love what you're doing in STEM? Because you're listening to the word and you're moving. Are you hearing me? Because the word is constantly telling you, come and join me. Are you hearing me? The word is not working with anybody that is staying still. Andre, when the word comes to you, you need to move. Are you hearing me? Because the word is constantly telling you, come and join me. Are you hearing me? Faith. Faith allows you to join the supernatural. Pastor Ray, you're going to be in your house, the house of flow, right? Let me tell you something. You're going to be listening to PT and something is just going to click. It is going to cause you to move. You no longer want to sleep. Are you hearing me? Sleeping means you no longer want to live in a place that's not a reality. Are you hearing me? But there's going to be a time when faith comes, it brings you where? It brings you into the reality. Are you hearing me? Most people in this generation, the reason why they cannot take the city is because they are sleeping. They are sleeping, constantly dreaming. Are you hearing me? But let me tell you what scripture says. It says faith without works is... Faith without works is dead. Are you hearing me? Meaning that as I'm hearing the word, what shows that I carry faith is that I was able to join. Are you hearing me? I was able to join an East Side. Oh my God. I was able to join the Gloss from Middlesbrough. Afrin, are you listening to me? From Middlesbrough. When an Afrin heard the word, when she saw Pastor Mariam was projecting a faith movement. Did you hear that? It's a faith movement because it was born of the word. Are you hearing me? Guess what? When Christ was speaking to Peter, there were many people that were watching him taking the step onto the lake. Did you hear that? So sometimes there will be people that will watch you taking the leap of faith. That's why they will call you leader. Are you hearing me? It can even be people in your house. It does not matter, Pastor Nini. Are you hearing me? You took your step of faith. When the word came to you in Middlesbrough, you decided to leave everything, religion, culture, everything, and you just started traveling. Why? Because when faith enters somebody's life, it causes them to move. Are you hearing me? It causes them to join. So, Pastor Amina, don't let anybody trick you from your faith position because you're moving, because you're receiving faith. You're moving because you're receiving faith. If there's anybody that wants to move, if there's anybody that really wants to access true finances, is actually going to be in the position of the word. Pastor Faye, I was speaking to you and I said the only way certain people are going to catch up if they're actually listening to the word. Why? Because Pastor Onyeka, as you receive your target will make you move. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? It will make you move into places that you've always feared of going. Faith. Peter was a fisherman. He's always been around fishes and water, but he's never been able to step on the water. The reason why I was able to step into Eastside, although it was dangerous for others, not for me. Why? Because as the word was being stirred, are you hearing me? I was looking at darkness as my treasure. Are you hearing me? So I wrote down here, I said, if Malachi is only going to get it through faith, nothing else. Are you hearing me? There is nobody doing anything different in this generation. Everybody is doing the same thing. Nobody's moving. What does scripture say? It says, Christ says to Peter, come and join. Go on.
Come and join me, Yahushua replied.
Go on.
So Peter stepped out onto the water.
What did Peter do? I can't hear you. What did Peter do? So when the word is coming to you, it's making you do what? So I'm asking you tonight, if you're really infused with the word, what you're going to do is do what? You're going to do what? It did not say step in, right? It didn't say stay still. It said when Christ spoke to Peter, he told him to come here, step out. Are you hearing me? And what did Peter do? Read it.
So Peter stepped out onto the water.
He stepped out onto what? You see, at this point, the water is supernatural for him. He's never been in this terrain, although he stared at it in the face. Most people are now doing beauty, or you're doing media. These things have always stared at you in the face. But you see, once faith brings you out into the supernatural, you start to see water as a place that you can make billions from. Darkness no longer is a place where a person or a soldier is afraid. It becomes a place that you're going to build. It becomes a building site. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Night Shield Security or TSC, whatever it is, for me, it's just faith. It is what's causing us to move on a day-to-day basis. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? But what is faith attached to? The word. Are you hearing me? No longer would you look into the dark and say that I can't go there. Maybe you didn't say them words exactly, but maybe you looked at your own hands and you didn't see that you had any seed. You didn't see that you had anything to give. Are you hearing me? But God's saying tonight, use yourself. Use your belief. Are you hearing me? Use the only thing that was given to you by birth. Are you hearing me? When you received the word, guess what it done? Faith made you look back at yourself and say, use you. You never received an inheritance from anybody. Are you hearing me? Is there anybody here that has 5 million in their account now? You don't even want to say it here. Did anybody give you anything? I'm talking to you. Did anybody leave anything for you? But you see, the one thing I can guarantee that all of us have in common tonight is pain, right? It's pain. The only thing that we were given was pain. Are you hearing me? I said we are a bunch of children that are we are influenced by pain. Do you understand what being influenced by pain means? It means that pain dictates how we move. Pain dictates how we see things. Pain dictates our steps. Are you hearing me? And most of the time, when you're injured or in pain, the doctor tells you not to move. Are you hearing me? But God is looking at soldiers tonight. Soldiers that have been in pain by the community. Soldiers that have been in pain by finances. And guess what? He looks at your pain and he still tells you to step out. Are you hearing me? Is there anybody that really wants to step into wealth tonight? It is only a decision. Are you hearing me? He says to him, read the scripture for me.
So Peter stepped out onto the water.
Go on.
And began to walk towards Yahushua.
He began to walk. Are you hearing me? We focus on the waves. But just for a second, a person is doing something supernatural. He's walking on water. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Some of you, by the end of the 90 days, you'll be walking on whatever was supernatural to you. Whatever caused you to fear, whatever caused you to not think, by the end of the 90 days, you're going to be walking. Are you hearing me? Some of us are going to be walking in darkness. Some of you are going to be walking on beauty. Some of you are going to be walking on STEM, on being a doctor, on AI. I'm going to be walking. I'm going to be stepping out because faith makes you move. Are you hearing me? Faith without works is dead. Are you hearing me? In other words, a man that does not have faith is dead. You're immovable. Are you hearing me? You're just on this earth to be on this earth. You're a man that looks at issues but cannot solve it. Are you hearing me? A man of faith is a person that is determined to conquer a kingdom. I am determined to change my situation. But let me tell you something. You cannot change your situation by just standing still. Are you guys listening to me? So Amina, keep on doing what you're doing. Are you hearing me? Keep on moving. Tell your neighbor, keep on moving. Is that how you're going to tell your neighbor? I want to hear soldiers tell your neighbor, keep on moving. Because when the word comes, it causes you to move. Are you hearing me? The reason why we are so energetic is because we have seen things in however long you've been here for. Are you hearing me? I've seen things. I've seen the word change things. Are you hearing me? It can only be faith. Tell your neighbor, it can only be faith. He walks on the supernatural. I just want to, I can't go past walking on the supernatural. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Let me tell you something. He is in reality now. Are you hearing me? He can do it because his leader said so. Some of you, when they tell you to go and take a mountain, you look at the wave. Has it never happened? Your leader says to you, you can become X, Y, Z, but you look at the waves. You look at the titans that are in that field. And guess what? The waves start to make you grumble. They start to make you talk in your heart, not knowing that when the word is coming to you, it doesn't matter if it's sweet or harsh. It is coming to make you into something that you never understood or knew you was. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Again, I pose the question. Is there anybody that has 5 million in this account? You should be worried. Are you hearing me? It means that God is looking for a generation that he can start with real miracles. Are you hearing me? And these miracles is not going to be the pulling of leg. That's what I was inherited with. I watched people pull people's leg. Let me tell you, it's the biggest. Let me not even go there. But let me tell you something. I was never in a position to receive something called faith, Pastor Anais. Something called faith, the thing that is going to get you out of your mode of immobility. And some people, they get out of the mode of immobility for a bit and then they start to focus on the wave. I want to focus tonight on the fact that Peter walked on water. Are you hearing me? He was a fisherman. He's been around water all his life. Are you hearing me? But let me tell you something. When the word comes, yes, the word tells you to fear God. But God says to you, don't fear anybody. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Because if God is really with you, who can be against you? Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? There's nothing that you can be afraid of because you serve the person whom you fear. Are you not listening to me? So when you find something to fear, right, it means that you no longer fear the world because you already know what fear is. Fear does not belong in the community. It belongs to us. Are you hearing me? We will treat it like our kid. I'm asking the soldiers tonight, what the hell are you light for? It says, scripture says, the entrance of your word brings light. It brings understanding. Why are you light? When it's saying that the entrance of your word brings light, it says, go into darkness, my friend. There's no need to be afraid anymore because you have received light. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Imagine you calling yourself God's soldier, but you're afraid of what people will think. You're afraid of what people will say. Don't you understand that people will always watch those that take the first step? They will always have something negative to say until you step out of the water. Are you guys listening to me? These 90 days has allowed me to not give a damn about nothing. Did you hear what I said? It has caused me to not give a damn. You understand? I don't care if you're here or you're not. All I care about is that I'm still receiving faith. Because if I'm still receiving faith, there's no darkness that's going to come my way that's going to stop me. Are you hearing me? I said on Sunday that our community is constantly in pain. You right now sitting down, you're in pain. You just don't know what pain looks like. Are you hearing me? Pain is the thing that stops you from reaching your full potential. Are you hearing me? So PK 10 years ago was a drug dealer. Are you hearing me? 10 years later, after receiving the word, he becomes a mobilizer. He becomes an evangelist. He becomes a pastor. He becomes a financial institute. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? So, remember I said, without faith, all of us, for a certain period of time, we were victim of pain because we didn't have the antidote that cured pain, and that was faith. Are you hearing me? We didn't have it. So I said to you that my biggest flex, I thought my biggest flex was selling drugs because I didn't know who I was. Are you hearing me? But let me tell you something. I need you to go, the entrance of your word brings light, but you need to go in the TPT version because it speaks about the unveiling. Are you hearing me? The more that I was listening to the word was unveiling. Are you hearing me? I was coming into my true self. There was a time that I would have never thought that I can be in front of you preaching like this. But the more I listened to the word, the more faith grew in me, the unveiling started to happen. Are you guys listening to me? Is the lovers and inspirers really in the building? I want to hear you. Go on.
Psalms 119 from verse 130.
What does it say?
TPT.
Go on.
Break open your word within me.
Yes.
Until revelation light shines out.
Go on.
Those with open hearts are given insight into your plan.
Give me the scripture that you read for me on Wednesday. It says the unfolding of the word gives life. Are you hearing me? That's the one I'm looking for. Is the lovers and inspirers still in this building? Have we got 5 minutes left, right? We got 5 minutes left, yeah? All right. Go on.
NIV.
Go on.
The unfolding of your words gives light.
Go on.
It gives understanding to the simple.
The word gave me understanding, Pastor Tafumi. What is the word giving you understanding of? It's giving you understanding of your place in this vision. Are you hearing me? It started giving me understanding. It started giving me knowledge. Knowledge of what? Of the kind of weapon that I was. Are you hearing me? It started telling me that you can actually take the security industry. It started telling me you can actually take the beauty industry. I was playing a joke. You see, Pastor Joanna thought she was going to be a property guru. Yes? Yeah, mom and dad, they do property. So she thought she was going to do a property guru. Yes? But let me tell you something. Everybody who understands the word changes your direction. Are you hearing me? And it changed her direction in the position of redundancy. I told her, leave this job and start this beauty thing. Guess what? She said, no, I want to do the redundant. Are you hearing me? God redirected her quickly. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? The word, when it comes, it redirects you from whatever you think is good for you because it tells you you don't actually know who you are. You're only doing things because of pain. You understand? So what's the first thing a young black boy, what does he do? He starts to sell drugs, right? Why? Because he's in pain. But he doesn't know he's in pain. He covers it up as a young man that wants to make money. Yes? He says things like, I want to move my mom out of the ends. Are you hearing me? But 5 years later, the only thing he's doing is popping bottles and he's not moved his mom out of the ends. Are you hearing me? He's in pain. He doesn't know how to get out of his situation. So I'm speaking to a generation tonight that you want to move for your community. You want to create the biggest and best product, but you don't know how because it's actually not in your genes. Did you hear that? It's offensive, right? But if it was in your genes, you'll be able to tell me that there's 5 million in your account. Are you hearing me? You'll be able to show me what someone left for you. Are you hearing me? Guess what? There's nothing. So to the person that wants to be bougie with the word, I need to remind you, just look at what was left behind for you. And if it's nothing, you should crawl for the word. There's some of us that when we saw this light, we couldn't give it up. Are you hearing me? Because when we were in darkness, that's all we were praying for. There's some of us that can't go back. Are you hearing me? When Pastor Toby was saying that everybody will go back to where they're going if the target is not met, there's nowhere to go. I can't go back. I've burned everything behind me. Are you hearing me? Because when I received this word called faith, nothing else was important anymore. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? The only thing that was important was to progress and to bring success in a generation. There's nothing left. Are you hearing me? Peter walking on the waters. Don't you understand that water makes people drown? So at that point, he made a decision that if I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Are you guys listening to what I'm saying to you? I tell you all the time, And friend, if you don't become the best in the gloss, then let me tell you something. Why are you still there? Because it is a faith movement. It is looking for the best. Are you hearing me? Yes, we might make mistakes, but we're looking. Are you hearing me? In fact, the true definition of knowing that you're ending somewhere or you're going somewhere is that you make mistakes along the way. People that stand still, they're righteous. Are you hearing me? But we don't want your righteousness. Are you hearing me? We want your faith. We want your mobility. We want your action. Are you hearing me? We want your production. Are you hearing me? Because we understand that by movement, that's the only way to take a generation. I'm most probably talking to myself, and I'm saying in these 90 days, teach me about me. Teach me about my place in this vision. Are you hearing me? Teach me so I can find the necessary things that I need in order for me to build God's vision. Are you guys with me? 2 minutes. Let me read you something. I said faith doesn't live in your dreams. It lives in your action. Are you hearing me? So I need to tell the generation, stop sleeping. You're only sleeping on yourself. Are you hearing me? Stop sleeping. It is time to wake up. Are you hearing me? It is time to move. It is time to wake up. Stop sleeping. Are you hearing me? There's nothing that you can build in your dreams. Because when you build it in your dreams and you wake up, it will go. It is not the reality. But what we want is for God to show us. He wants to show us things in our dreams. And guess what? Faith will make you step into it and bring it in reality. Do you think our fathers had security companies? Where did we get it from? We got it from the word. Yes or no? We saw a successful, and we were seeing a successful magazine. Let me tell you something. Have you ever seen a black-owned magazine before? Be real to yourself. It is not things that we knew about. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? We are always used to bigging up another person's product, but not your own. I was there, Pastor Phaedra, when we was in Oxford, and you were speaking to all these people. It is the word. Are you hearing me? It is the word. That is faith. Are you hearing me? But let me tell you something. I feel sorry for a person that dies. Because when a person dies, they no longer see what is valuable to them. Are you hearing me? They'll no longer care about their position. You know why? Because something else has taken that position. Death. It is either two things. It is either death or life. Are you hearing me? If you stand up from your seat of life, just know that you're giving your seat to death. Are you hearing me? And if you stand up from your seat of death, just know that you're giving your seat to life. But I want to speak to a generation that is a life generation. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? A generation that is fixated on faith. If you're fixated on faith, it means you're fixated on action. Are you hearing me? Read my last scripture as I start to close. You know, Pastor James read it. Yeah? He says he conquered cities in TPT. Go on.
Hebrews 11 from verse 32 in the TPT.
Go on.
And what more could I say to convince you? For there is not enough time to tell you of the faith of Gideon,
Go on.
Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, Samuel, and the prophets. Through faith's power, they conquered kingdoms
And
established true justice.
And
their faith fastened onto their promises and pulled them into reality.
did you hear that? It said faith fastened themselves onto their promises. Yes? And what did it do?
And pulled them into reality.
It pulled them into reality. Are you guys listening to what I'm saying to you? In these 90 days, I'm asking, pull me into my reality. That 4 glosses, for me, it is not enough. For Pastor Miriam, 4 glosses is not enough. I must get 80. Are you hearing me? Because faith will pull you into reality. You'll start to look at 4 glosses and say, I need to reach 80 before I'm happy. That's what you said. Before a Pastor Miriam is going to be satisfied. Guess what? People can clap for 4 glosses, but she's looking at 80. She's looking at 100. Are you hearing me? Because that is the reality. The supernatural is the reality. That's even too deep. Lovers Inspirers, are you still with me? Are you sure? Are you going to use faith to step into your reality? Because the reality is where your joy is. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? It is where 100 glosses is going to be. Are you hearing me? Is where STEM FinTech will be established. It is in reality. Are you guys with me tonight? TSC, nice shield. It is in the reality when we start to receive faith. And what does it do? It pulls us into reality. Have you enjoyed the word tonight? I can't hear you. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Is there anybody that wants faith? I want you to tell your neighbor, I want faith. I want to enter into the new stage of my life. I'm going to use these 90 days to find out who and put your name there, who a Pastor Kevin is, so that I can go into darkness and win every single treasure that has been placed there for me. Have you enjoyed the word? Pastor Sam is currently on right now. What I want you to do once the service is over, I want you to switch on to Pastor Sam, because I know he has a fire word that he's going to preach. Have you guys enjoyed the word tonight? Okay, once I say goodbye, service is over. Goodbye. What's up? Sorry? Come. Do you need a picture? Need a picture? Okay, guys, we're going to sit down for 2 minutes and get a picture. Is that fine? Thank you. I thought you would at least clap for me, because